Hey everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the Callie Dress Sew Along by Seamingly Smitten. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm really glad you're here, and thank you to Sew Word Fabrics for sponsoring this sew along. And don't forget, we have prizes up for grabs. So there are a couple prizes. If you post a picture of your finished dress by next Wednesday, you're going to be entered to win a $25 gift card to sewwordfabrics.com. Thanks, Evelyn Lee, for that prize. And you'll also win 3 free Seamingly Smitten sewing patterns. 2 other winners, when they post their finished dress, will receive 3 free sewing patterns. And then I'm also doing an 8-inch pair of Ginger scissors, just like this. They're the exact ones that I use, the dressmaking shears. And if you post, you can post each day of the sew along. You can post once, you can post up to 5 times. So 5 posts of your progress. You can do 1 each day, and that's 5 entries to win. And on Saturday, I'm gonna choose someone to win those scissors. Those are really good. I've had those a couple years. All right, so today we're gonna cut our fabric pieces. I'm gonna start with the front bodice. So right now we have the front bodice, the back bodice, and my sleeves. I did not cut out the circle skirt pattern pieces out of paper. I'm just gonna show you how to use those with measurements later in the steps. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut out our front bodice. So now we're gonna cut out the front bodice. So you're gonna lay your fabric out, and you're gonna take your fabric, selvage end, you're gonna pull it over so it's double-sided until you can fit your pattern piece on it. This way it saves fabric. You'll have the rest of your fabric if you can use that for your sleeve or even one of your sleeves, your binding, but definitely do this to save fabric. So I'm gonna lay this here, I'm gonna pin it, I'm gonna cut around it. So I went ahead and cut out my front bodice, and now I'm gonna open them up. I'm gonna show you that you have 2 pieces, and they're the mirror image of each other, which is exactly what you want. Because for your dress, they're gonna be just like that. So that is gonna be the front of your dress when you assemble it. So you can already get a good look at it. So now that we have the front, we're gonna go ahead and cut out the back. So now we're gonna cut out your back bodice. So you're going to take your fabric and you're gonna fold it over, and you're gonna put your back bodice on the fold, and we're gonna pin it, and we're just gonna cut along the bottom and around the sides, the armholes, the shoulders, and the neckline. And that'll give you your back bodice. So go ahead and pin that and do that. So now you have your back bodice. You can open it up and check it out. Okay? Now it's time to cut out your sleeve. So I'm doing the short sleeve. So you're going to do it on your fold of your fabric, and you're going to cut around one sleeve, and then you're going to take your pattern piece and you're going to scoot it up, and you're going to cut your other sleeve. So let's cut that. There's one. We're gonna pin it. And we're gonna do the second sleeve. And now you have 2 sleeves. And those are your 2 sleeves. Now it's time to cut out our circle skirt. I went ahead and I folded our fabric, selvage to selvage, and then I flipped it over on itself. This is my double fold. So this is a double fold of the fabric, and this is the selvaged end. You want to make sure when you're cutting your circle skirt, you're cutting it from the double fold. I did not print my pattern pieces just because I'm going to use the measurements, and I just have a chalk marker. I just didn't want to print all those 20 pages. So I'm going to look at my size, and I have to go down from here 3.75 inches on the side, diagonally, and on that side. And I'm just going to make a little mark. So let's do that. But if you're using your pattern pieces, just go ahead and do that now. Okay, now I'm just going to cut it. Okay, and now think of your skirt length. If you want, you can measure. You can hold your bodice up to you and measure, see where your bodice touches you, and then you can measure from that point down to where you want your circle skirt to end, and you're going to add an inch to take account for your 3/8 inch seam allowance when you're attaching the bodice to the circle skirt, and then like a 1/2 inch hem. So I'm gonna do 21 inches in length. So I'm gonna do the same thing I just did. I'm gonna start here at the waist, and I'm gonna go down to 21. And that will give me a 21 inch skirt. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mark that. And once you did that, you're just going to cut. Okay, and there is your full circle skirt. There you go. I love the drape of a full circle skirt. If you did not have enough fabric, you can make a 1/2 circle skirt. Now you're going to add the neckband. If you're going to add the neckband, you don't have to. You can hem the neckline tomorrow when we sew. But if you're going to, if you want to cut it out today, that's what you're going to do. You're just going to overlap your shoulder seams just a little bit. And you're going to spread it out. And then you're going to measure the neckline. So let's see what we get. I get about 39. So I'm gonna add 2 more inches to that just to make sure. So we're gonna do 2 inches by 41 inches, and I'm gonna cut that as the neckband. Now it's time to cut out a neckband. When I measured around my neckline, I got 39 inches. I just added 2 more inches just to be safe. So that'll be 41. I folded my fabric in half, and we're gonna divide 41 by half just round it up. So we're gonna do 42 divided by 2, that's 21 inches. So I'm just gonna trace 21 inches. I'm doing this on the wrong side of the fabric, and I'm just using a Sharpie marker. And this ruler I got just from the hardware store, and it is 2 inches wide. And then I'm just gonna cut around it. And there's your neckband. And tomorrow when you put it together, you're just gonna iron it in half, and that'll be your neckband. If you're gonna be using armbands, you're just gonna wait until you assemble the bodice tomorrow, and then you can measure for your armbands. So that's it for today. You have your 2 mirror image front bodices, you have 1 back bodice, you have your circle skirt, your neckband if you're going to band your neckline, and you have your 2 sleeves. So join us tomorrow on day 3 when we assemble it. Also, if you want to be entered to win the Ginger pair of scissors, post a picture of your cutout pieces today and post it on our Facebook group page to be entered to win. I'm going to choose a winner on Saturday. See y'all tomorrow.